So here I'm going to show you, I'm going to go to Etsy. Um, so I'm going to show you a few things for some research to do. So we are having you find some successful stores and um, add some add certain elements from these successful stores to your store. So so there's several things that you're going to be finding. So the first thing you're going to find is you're going to look for product descriptions. You're going to look for logos, store logo. You're going to be looking for product categories or store categories. You're going to be looking for store banners. And you're going to be looking for messages, like product image messages. So what you're going to do here is, so I'll go ahead and have you create a Google Sheet, and you will go to Google Sheets, and I'll just sign into this one. We'll just sign into this one. Wrong email. Okay, there we go. Easy enough. So I'm going to change. So I'm going to go to create new. So so basically, I'd recommend you just have one of these where you can start to, consolidate some data just in general. You can just, put in your store name. So Etsy store name. And then the first one's going to be product category or store categories. And then you can also create a list of successful stores that you can come back to. So what I'd recommend doing is, you can have these both be side by side. Well, actually, you don't really need this yet, but I'd start with going to Etsy, and then you can search like whatever you want, like nurse shirt gifts, for example. And then what you're doing is you're trying to find different successful stores. So you're looking at the number of reviews that they have, right? So 317, because the more reviews they have, the more sales that they have, right? So, 300 reviews, 317 reviews, or this one has 15,107 reviews. So that's successful. Open a new tab. Successful, 10,000, new tab. 28,000, new tab. 6,000, that's still pretty big store. So, you're just finding, you're just going, you're finding different, successful stores to look and see kind of what all they're doing to make their store so successful. I think I already opened that one. I just recognized the name. Let me do. Here's one. Oh, actually, that's embroidery, so I'm not gonna worry about that one. Here's one. Let me do teacher gifts, shirt gifts. Open up a few from here. So I'll do this one. These are both the same one. I'll do this one, and I'll go ahead and do one more. We'll do this one right here. Good enough. So the first thing you're looking for is you are looking for, I'd recommend just having a folder on your desktop. I've got too much stuff open. I would recommend you just have a folder on your desktop for, you can just title it store screenshots. So what you're looking for, so the first thing you're looking for is one thing you're looking for is you're looking for stuff at the end, right? So something like this, right? It says thank you for your purchase, you're going to be wanting to have something like this on your store of some sort. So you are going to want to take screenshots of different examples that you like to get, to start to kind of come up with what you want our designers to create for you. So you just kind of see the different, stuff that, that are on different stores. Just to kind of see, sizing charts, something can help you with, but also, it would be good if you can kind of help come up with sizing charts as well. So, say you like this right here, you can screenshot that, and then you can just, put it in your folder. Let's say, say you like this sizing chart, you can do same thing here. And then you can put that there. And then, you can go to the next one. Oh, then also descriptions, right? So then you can go to here to your store name. You have store categories, successful stores. And then you can also put in description wordings that you like. Wordings. So then, for example, you can, say you like this description, you can just, copy and paste the description into your Google Sheet, if I can find that. Oh, here we go. You can, so basically I'd recommend you put it like, description, and then I'd recommend putting in store. So then, what I'd recommend doing now is then you can just, whenever you do that, you can just, let's see. You can just do this, and then you, let's see. Oh, no. You want to do it like this. So you'll just want to merge these cells. Oh, nope, that's the problem. So, okay, here's what I messed up on. You gotta, so this pasted into separate ones. You have to do it like this. You have to do paste. Perfect. Oh, there we go. So then it puts the description there for you to see. And then you can put in the store, and again you can kind of mess around and decide like how big you want to make it, because I'll show you here is then I'd recommend you put in this in the under store, so you can put that paste. Let's see, where would that be? So then and then you can also like do that, and then you can do text wrapping like this, so it'll all be right there. You can see it, and then you can put this at the top, So, you know, you have your link there and you have your description. And then I'd recommend that, you know, I'd recommend that, you know, and then you do that for the next one, where then, you know, like, let's say you find another one that you like. Let's say you're on this one here and you're reading through and you're like, hey, I really like this description. It's good too. So then, you know, you can go ahead and copy it. And then you can start to kind of come up with a description based off of you know what? I should probably set it for all of these to be the same. So, you know, you will set it for middle, you will set it for this, and then you will set it for top. Nope. Top. So then, yeah, so then you have, you know, you have several, and then you start to kind of, you know, come up with different stuff that you like, and then you will have a, then I'd recommend maybe having a column for my store. So then you can start, you know, coming up with, you can kind of start writing out a description in the same way. So, you know, I'd recommend you just, you know, bring this down. Oh, I do it. Sorry, I do it for the one below. So you can put in the actual description. And then this one here, you can start to put in, like, you know, well, I should probably do it like this. Start to put in something like, this is probably at the top, and then we'll do middle, and then we'll do wrap. Like, welcome to my store, blah, blah, blah. And like, let's say that, you know, you're looking through here and you're like, oh, shipping time, you know, like that, it says shipping time, so you can put in, you know, shipping time, shipping, or you know, something else you could do it in different columns. You can do shipping time 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 days. I mean, so you can start to put in the different stuff because you're trying to end up coming up with, you know, a comprehensive description like a successful store that you can then use on all of your listings. And then you can do the same thing with, let's see, like this here, where, you know, where you have this, you know, thank you. You can start to kind of, you know, put in different thank you ideas into the Google Sheet. So, you know, you could have thank you wording ideas. And then so then those are kind of the main things there. And then, yeah, so again, you'll see that you have this sort of thing. I mean, you just see different examples of sizing charts and different, you know, stuff on these different stores just for your reference. I mean, only some of them have the thank you one. So, I mean, if you don't want it, you don't have to, but I would say it's probably be good to have, or you could add it at a later date if you wanted. So just kind of different sizing charts, especially, you know, this one has a different thank you. So yes, that's what I would say with this. Then the next thing I would say is you can go ahead and, you know, click on these to see, you know, what, you can see these different, so then, you know, so then the next thing is you're wanting to have some of these banners. So you're going to want to have a banner of some sort on your store. So I'm going to go ahead and add this into these store screenshots if you just, you know, if you like it. And then, you know, so again, you'll see different ones, like, you know, there's this one. Oh, and also there's the logos. And you can also kind of look at the logos. So let's say you like this logo, you can screenshot this. Let's say you like, you know, this logo, you could screenshot this and put it in there. Oops. And then let's say that, you know, you like this background, you could screenshot this. And then, let's see, so then you'll have description wordings, you have description for my store, you'll have thank you wording ideas, if you want this on your store. This isn't required. And then you'll have thank you wording my store, and then you'll have sizing chart instructions, and you'll have sizing chart instructions, and you'll have logo instructions and store banner instructions. So basically what this will be is, you know, you'll be looking at different store banners, right? So like, let's say you like, so basically you will be looking at different store banners and you'll kind of come up with an idea of something that you want on a store banner, and then you will be able to put in instructions on the store banner. You'll have screenshots right here. So, you know, if you want, you'll be able to insert image and insert image to into Excel, and you'll be doing browse store screenshots, and say I like this one, you can just add it as a maybe just add it right here, and then it should, it'll show up right here. So you make it a little bigger, and then you'd be like, hey, I like this image, but you can just kind of explain, you know, be like, hey, I like the style of this with my logo instead of custom design, have it say whatever. So just kind of giving some guidance. And again, this doesn't need to be done right away. This could be done at a later date. This is just something that just kind of gives your store a little bit more flair, I guess. Same thing with logo instructions. You know, you could, you know, same thing with the logos. You would add a logo, and then you could add instructions like you did store banner. And then same with sizing charts. So I'd say, so the main ones that would be, you know, important would be to get some sort of logo you want. So there's some sort of logo idea, and then we can have designers create something. You see what your thoughts are. Sizing chart would be sizing chart, and then, you know, if you want to do thank you wording, you can. We'd recommend it at some point. If you decide to add it at some point, you can just go and add it to all your listings. But if you don't want to have it to start, you don't have to if you're still looking into it or wanting to come up with an idea for it. And then, you know, the other thing is that I would say is to have a successful stores, and you start to compile that you can just go back to for inspiration or research. So you can say store name, and then you know, if you want to add more data, you can. You could add like sales, you could add, I don't know, reviews, year started, whatever you want. Like, you don't have to add that data, but you can. Like, let's say that I want to go to, I don't know, let's say I want to go to this one here. So what I would recommend doing is for store name, you click on a product, and I'll show you why, because then you can copy this, and it gives you both the store name and a link. So you can just click on it, and then it brings you right back to it, just like that. So I would say that, and then if you want to, you don't have to put on the data, but if you want to, you know, it's just good so you can kind of see like what successful stores are doing, so you can kind of start to track them. So they have that many sales. They have 28,499 reviews, and then you can see newest. You can sort by newest to go and find their first review. So you can see that they started in 2011. But probably most of their sales have been relatively recent, just with how much Etsy has grown in the past few years. You see that they used to do just some random, whatever these are, like tea soap bars, where their oldest 50 reviews. I mean, so yeah. So again, that's what I would say in regards. That's what I would say in regards to that. And then, okay, so you have your description, descriptive wording, store categories. This is the other thing to do. So to start kind of, looking through these stores and figuring out like what you want for your store categories. And you want to put them in order. So I'd say like, so I'd say category, and then you can put, so you can just kind of, list out categories, and then you can always have a different one that says like, final categories. So you can always start to just make a list of categories of like mom gifts and shirt and mom shirts. If you like that one, you might like bachelor party shirts. You might like Easter shirts. You can just kind of start seeing, then you go to a different one. You can see that, hey, they have funny shirts, they have teachers/school. So here, the goal is that you're going to come up with 20, you're going to come up with the final, like your final list will have 20 categories right here. You'll come up and you'll put them in order of your favorite 20. But here's just research. You can come up with other, you can come up with just different ones. Then you can always like switch them out in the future. So that is what I would say go ahead and do. This is something that would be beneficial for you to just to start working on. But yes, let me know if you have any questions on any of this, and I'd be more than happy to help. Thanks.